Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now, 7-star Hisuian Decidueye is a week from when this releases. I'm going to be on the 6th till the 8th of October. And we're going to be going through 5 of the best physical attackers that you can use to easily take down this Pokemon. Now, we're assuming that this Pokemon has a strong Grass-type move, a strong Fighting-type move, and probably Brave Bird. Only 2 or 3 of these Pokemon that are weak to Brave Bird out of the 15 we're going to do. We're going to do 5 physical attackers, 5 special attackers, and 5 supporters, depending on which role you want to take. Now, up first, if you saw the last video, we have a Mew with the Bug-type Tera. If you did the Mewtwo raid, you probably already have a Bug-type Mew. So I'm guessing quite a lot of you have this Pokemon already. We're going to do a mixture of Pokemon that are already in the game, Pokemon from home, and Pokemon from the new DLC, so you can kind of mix things up with loads of different Pokemon. So we have the item Metronome. What this does is every time we attack, say we're using Leech Life, it will be 100% damage on turn 1, and it's a chain item, so if you use it again on turn 2, twice in a row, it'll go to 120%, and then it'll go up in 20% until it reaches 200% damage, and then it'll stay up there until it gets interrupted. So it's going to make this Mew very powerful. You get this from the Deli Bro shop in Levincia. EVs are going into HP and attack. Now, I'm going to be using this for a lot more raids than just this one, so I put full HP, full attack. But if you're just doing it for this raid, you can go half HP, half defense, and full attack, or just put some in defense as well. A mixture of HP, attack, and defense is going to be great here. Most likely, this Hisuian Decidueye is going to be physical attacker. At least its main moves are probably going to be physical attacks. Oh, by main moves, I mean triple arrows, leaf blade, brave bird, and stuff like that. It might have 1 or 2 like little special attacking moves, but it's probably mostly going to be physical. Now, for the IVs, you want max IVs in everything except special attack. You want the adamant nature, which is up and attack, down in special attack. This will help us out a lot in getting more damage. You want the ability to synchronize. The ability doesn't really matter. It's the only ability we have, but if we do get burned, paralyzed, or poisoned, the Decidueye will get it as well. I need a PP max these moves, but the moves you want are going to be Leech Life, Sword Stance, Iron Defense, and Taunt. And we have Taunt in case it has any annoying moves like Feather Dance and stuff that it uses frequently, or other stuff like Bulk Up, just to stop that from happening. Iron Defense to bulk up our physical defense in case it's hitting hard and we need some extra defense, because this raises our defense by 2 stages. Sword Stance raises our attack by 2 stages. It's going to power us up. And then Leech Life will be doing all the damage, getting all our health back. It's going to be a great move. That's going to be the Mew. That's number 1. Now, because this is a very popular Pokemon, I feel like this has to be like at least tried against this Hisuian Decidueye. I do think there's better options, but it could be a decent option. We have the Fire-type Tera. You don't want the Half-Flame Mask. It'll automatically turn into a Fire Tera type as soon as you give it this item. If you've completed the DLC story, then you'll kind of know where to get the mask. I've only just noticed the Friend Ball matches this one really nice because it's green in the middle, and then it's got like red wingy like things. That's awesome. So EVs into HP and attack. Now, if you don't know what this item does, is it powers up our fire type moves. So on top of our stab and our Tera type stab, we're going to get even more damage. EVs into HP and attack. Same thing again. I'm going to be using this for a lot more than just this raid, so I'm going to be doing HP and attack. I don't have to keep changing my EVs all the time. You can do a mixture of defense, HP, and attack if you want. We have the adamant nature to up that attack even more. Max IVs in everything except special attack. Ability is going to be Mold Breaker. The Pokemon's move are unimpeded by the ability of the target. It's not really matter. Now, for the moveset, we have Ivy Cudgel, Sword Stance, Charm, and Horn Leech. Now, technically, this Pokemon's still a Grass type, Grass and Fire type. So Horn Leech is going to do a decent-ish amount of damage, enough to get some health back when we've powered up with Sword Stance anyway. And it's either between Horn Leech or Synthesis. I like using Horn Leech. I think it's a cool move. Barely ever get to use it. If you want, you can use Synthesis. So we have Charm to drop the attack of the Hisuian Decidueye by 2 stages every time we use it, but it don't work while the shield's up. We have Sword Stance to increase our attack by 2 stages. Very powerful style move. And Ivy Cudgel, it changes depending on the mask worn by the user. So it will be a fire type attack, and it's got a heightened chance of landing a crit, so that's nice. 100 power, 100 action, great move. Moving on to our 3rd Pokemon, we have Corviknight. And the reason I chose Corviknight is its fighting type moves we will be neutral against. Its grass type moves we resist, and if it does have Brave Bird, we resist that as well. Until we Terastallize, then we weak to the Brave Bird, and then we are neutral to both of its stab moves. But that won't matter. You'll see in a minute why it doesn't matter, but we will have insanely high defense at that point. We're going to be holding the Shell Bell to recover health throughout that raid. Every time we deal damage to our opponent, 12.5% of that comes back to us as health. Because they have so much health, then that's going to restore a lot of health if we do a lot of damage we plan on doing. You can get it from the Levincia Delibro shop, same as Metronome. EVs are going into HP and defense. Now, we don't really need attack, special attack on this, and I wouldn't really put any into special defense because of the actual build itself. We have the ability Mirror Armor. This is the hidden ability. You must have this. It's a must-have for this build. If we get hit with a Feather Dance, for example, instead of our attack going down by 2, it will make the Hisuian Decidueye's attack go down by 2 instead. It reflects all that stuff. Now, moves are going to be Body Press, Iron Defense, Reflect, and Roost. So Roost gets us back 50% of our health if we ever need it, if we're not set up properly. Reflect increases our defense for 5 turns for the whole team. I'm guessing you're probably going to be in some teams while you're using these as well, so it's not just good for solo, it's good for when you're in a team. Main defense, increase that defense 2 stages every time we use it. We will use 3 of these pretty much at the start of the raid. Something happens, Reflect and Roost will be used when needed. Body Press is a move that isn't really based off our attack. Gets more powerful the higher our defenses. So after 3 iron defenses, that's going to do a lot of damage. It's not super effective, but it's an efficient way of doing quite a lot of chip damage with low risk. Cypher is going to be another bug type, but bug types are going to be kind of strong if you can get like kind of past the terrestrialized point and you'll get powerful. And Scizor does that because Bug and Steel. Grass, not very effective in neutral, and Brave Bird also neutral. We're going to be running the Shell Bell to increase that health throughout that raid, same as last time. You'll get that from the Levincia Delibro shop. EVs are going into full attack, half HP, half defense. This is the ideal EV setup if you're just using this build for specifically the 7-star Decidueye, in my opinion, because you put quite a bit into HP, quite a bit into defense, and you've still got enough attack to get the job done. With the more powerful Pokemon, you can even put half into attack and half into HP, max in defense, or max in HP, half in defense. So the ability here is going to be Technician. This powers up weak moves so the Pokemon can deal more damage with them. That means that Fury Cutter, instead of 40, it will be at 60 because it increases it by 50%. And the more we use Fury Cutter, the more powerful it gets. It just keeps doubling. 5% chance to miss, but it's worth it. Dance Dance, increase our attack by 2 stages. It's going to really power up that Fury Cutter. It's going to do a lot of damage on that last hit, especially if you're terrestrialized. And at the same time, it'll just Shell Bell and it just heal us. It's amazing. And we have Double Team if we want to do some shenanigans and increase our chances to dodge all them attacks. Great move. Main defense is there for a little more defense because this Pokemon is going to hit us hard, especially if it has a Bulk Up and a Brave Bird. And you want to run the Adamant Nature and max IVs in everything except special attack. Now, last for the physical attackers, we're going to have Kleavor. Now, Kleavor's a really strong Pokemon. So you want to run the bug type Tera. You want to run the Shell Bell. Like I said on the previous one, you get the Shell Bell from the Levincia Delibro shop. It's going to keep us alive throughout that raid. The more damage we do, and we're going to be doing a lot of damage. EVs, half in HP, half in defense, max in attack. The ability is very important. You're going to need the hidden ability Sharpness. Now, what this does, it powers up slicing moves by 50%. Now, Scizor is a really strong bug type move, 80 power, 100 accuracy. It's a slicing move. So that means that our Scizor will be 120 power, 100 accuracy. I mean, that's just insane. 120 power every single attack. It's incredible. Not to mention, Kleavor's got very high attack, decently high defense. Now, Sword Dance is going to be a really strong settle move, increase our attack, then use Scizor. We're going to do a lot of damage. Double Team there for the shenanigans again, and we have a Fury Cutter just in case we want to have a bit of fun with it and try and get high power as possible, because Fury Cutter is also a slicing move. Now that's going to be 5 of the best physical attackers that are going to help you just easily destroy this raid. Let me know which one is your favorite by just looking at that. If you have another one that wasn't on this list, let me know. I'd love to hear it, love to build it, try it out, all that good stuff. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you on the next one.